is headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Snowed under by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early.
Could be an alley. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
It's so bad, bro. I'm losing the guy. I mean, I feel so bad at this game.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Harris. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, and mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Montgomery. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
To the air on 2nd down. And they can't
Don't
make
get it. Oh, why am I throwing
As
the
a quarterback,
so
you've got to
bad?
be able to take advantage of the situation. You're given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. Can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Still running at the 40. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
He's got it down the field. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown Sooners.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Paul, where they talk to you all the time, don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Using his legs, it's Pryor. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. The sure hands. It's Sategna. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover. There's some headed to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far, and this is one of the more talented.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch at the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
What a stopper. How do you call that?
Trying to run, it's Pryor. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touchdown!
So that shit just reached like a motherfucker. What was all that?
On the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you built some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going to the running game. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go right back to him. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run. Stop behind the line. It'll be fourth down, and that's probably going to do it for the half anyway. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
No.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulls Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 8 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'm trying, but I can't. I gotta get used to this one, bro. I'm terrible.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got the first down. Finding some room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other way.
That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then you throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll give it to Ball. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have one or two and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes second and 8. Running inside, it's Sategna. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in passing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to find the end zone. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense.
Hey, why didn't you let me move?
He's going to lose
Why
a
didn't you
yard
let me
on
move?
that.
That was crazy.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Montgomery. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left
Good
side.
play, Banks.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Snag in the middle, Rich Harris. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sategna. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody.
Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You've got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Has it.
I don't know where he brought him
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I'm going for it all. He's got it way down the field. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive Nate.
It's a big stride inside the 10. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone. It's Montgomery. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, I can't do it.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And down he goes.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Escapes
my
the
God.
pressure going right. Looking to the end zone.
Oh, he dropped it.
He
Wow.
dropped it. Just didn't look it
Wow.
all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
He had to
Listen,
find that
with the
thing.
aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Robinson. Might have a chance. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
On the run, it's Walker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late.
There he goes. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as